What's up, man? It's your big brother, K-Rino, man. I want to talk to y'all about people who complain all the time, but in a different way. Complaining stops progress if you allow, let me say that again. Complaining can stop progress if you allow, and we allow the person who's doing the complaining to constantly be a distraction and intervening and interrupting with what we're trying to move forward and accomplish. There are some people that they will join a movement, they will join an organization, they'll become part of something, and the second they hit the ground, they start searching for things that are wrong with it, or start searching for things to be wrong, or start pointing out things that they feel is wrong. And in the beginning, you don't really understand. You kind of like, oh, okay, well, that's cool, bro. We'll address that. We'll check on that. I appreciate you pointing that out. Thank you, man. Then next thing you know, it's something else. Next thing you know, it's something else. And then it's like always, then it becomes a pattern, and you start to realize, you know what, this person here just is a chronic serial complainer. And even if the person is a hard worker, they really actually in some cases, not all the time, but in some cases they really contribute to the movement in a good way. And sometimes their heart is even in the right place, but it's just something in them that makes them always seem to have an issue with every little single thing. They feel as though that they're helping, they're offering help. And in some cases they might be, but it reaches a point where it becomes what, like the old folks used to say, it becomes nitpicky. You start nitpicking where every single little thing. It's like you go to the store, something wrong. You go to the restaurant, there's something wrong. You looking at somebody across the street. You worried about why they got that color on today, or why is his car parked at that angle. It's just, and the sad part is a lot of people don't even really realize that that's in their character like that, but it's actually a serious flaw that if you allow yourself to become immersed in that by being around a particular person and letting it go unchecked, then it becomes really draining and stressful to you. So you got to kind of get a feel for people, and then you got to be able to nip it in the bud once you kind of see that it's starting to turn and develop into a pattern. Because when you're trying to move forward, and particularly when you have um, multiple people working on something that's on the same page, you can look and see, man, 7 or 8 of us, we all on the same page. We understand the assignment, we locked in, and we getting it done. And then, but this one person who's part of the circle, part of the team, they always got an issue with something. And when everybody's going right, they want to go left. When everybody's looking up, they looking down. And don't get me wrong, it's not to say that a person is not entitled to their own thoughts, their own opinions, their own views, but some people are um, more uh, contrarian, I would say. Nothing wrong with being a contrarian if that's your honest opinion, but it hinders progress when somebody just has that part of them that just, it's like, man, you being ridiculous now. I guess that's just what I'm trying to say. You're going too far with it, bro. Every little thing. Why'd y'all have to use this kind of paint? It's like, man, it's like I don't understand this, man. What's y'all couldn't have got the other kind of light bulbs. It's like it's just always something, and it becomes a problem, and they start to spill over a lot of times to where they start to be overly judgmental and speaking on other people's lives and families, and man, he know good and well he should have married her. It's like you like, dude, you know, just live your life, and it's wise to not try to immerse yourself and engulf yourself, involve yourself in everybody's business. And a lot of times what had happened is, a lot of times people they're good people, they gave somebody some good advice one time. They dropped some wisdom on somebody one time, and it helped them, or somebody said, man, thank you so much, that really helped me. And that kind of ding, click something in their head and feel like, well, I kind of know what I be talking about. And you develop a certain kind of air about yourself, arrogance about yourself, to where you feel like you are an authority on every single subject in every single situation. And you start, now you're not um, being sought out by people for advice and wisdom and guidance. You start seeking people out to tell them what's wrong with you, what's wrong with you, what's wrong with you, this, that, and the other. And it's a big difference. It's a difference between somebody, asking for your help and you imposing your will on them, telling them, man, look, man, you need me. Let me take care of this for you. Let me tell you what you need. See, this is where you messed up at. This way you don't, you got people like that. And the sad thing is that even if they're giving good advice sometimes, it might not be well received because of that arrogance, that presentation. It might not be taken good. It's like, well, man, what did he tell you? And somebody else might say, well, yeah, he was actually telling you right. Like, yeah, but it was the way he said it. And if we're not able to separate our emotions from what's being said and how a person said it, then it's all in the wind. So be careful with that, y'all. If you are kind of in that vein, and or somebody brings it to your attention, because one of the biggest problems that we have when it comes to our own flaws, our own little character deficiencies, is that a lot of times we don't even realize that we are the way we are, because it's not a lot of people that's real enough to just tell you straight up a lot of times. And then the ones that do, you standoffish. You like, you don't really. Some people don't rock with real people. They don't be around real people because they don't want to be checked. So it's so many twists and turns to this subject, but we cannot be in situations where we let an individual who is constantly, we have to always go back and deal with their grievance and their gripe about something, and it prevents us from moving forward. We working hard. We out here in these streets working hard in the movement. And there's somebody that got a problem with how you do that. Somebody, oh man, we in the studio. We trying to put this down, and somebody got a problem with how you do that. It's just, and it's a common denominator if it's just that one person. So you got to make the decision, man. Am I going to continue to allow this person to just halt the progress like that? Or am I just going to separate myself? Say, look, man, we don't see eye to eye on the majority of the stuff that we trying to do. I think it's better for us to part ways, and then you can do it how you do it. You show us. If we we wish you the best, and you show us how we supposed to be doing it, and we wish you the best. But we got to make those decisions, because at the end of the day, whatever it is we're trying to get done, it needs to get done, and we can't let individualism corrupt or hinder the collective mission. All right, man, it's your big brother K-Rino. I'll catch y'all later on, man. I'm going to drop another one tonight. Much love, man. Peace.